Hi, this is Pam Schmidt. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I'm just sharing my own personal thoughts on our whole social distancing thing that's going on with the coronavirus. My school district has not yet made a determination, but I think it's coming soon. So it leaves us in an interesting time. It's a time that we have not seen in our history. And there's a lot of opportunities in this. So I want to just share some thoughts. I was listening to a social media person who was talking about how to approach this whole coronavirus social distancing time for marketers. But it made me think of how we need to think about it as parents, as we're scrambling to have time at home with our kids and yet probably some work demands. So it's a vulnerable time, and yet it can be a precious time. And I'm going to be checking my notes because I did think this through quite a bit. The reason we do social distancing is because it limits our exposure to the virus, right? Whether we're the ones that are infected or carrying it, or whether we would risk exposure. So that's why we're doing it. It's not like a snow day. It's not like a get out of school free ticket. This is something that we need to do to prevent the spread of the virus. We need to make the best of this time. You really need to think, what is in your control? It feels like things are crazy right now, and it feels like the world is out of control, but there are things that are in your control. So these are things you need to do. Take care of your loved ones. Invest in your child's education. It continues even though you're home. You are in control over your thoughts and your attitude in this time. You need to drown out the craziness, the hatred, and the hype. And you need to focus on credible sources. Excuse me, my dog's getting very excited. Focus on credible sources. So that would be sources such as cdc.gov or the World Health Organization. There's a lot of widespread speculations, and there's a lot of stuff on social media that doesn't help anybody. And so focus on the credible sources. There's a lot of opportunity for us to teach our kids important life lessons during this time of social distancing. We need to, like I said, drown out the craziness, the hatred, and the hype. And so I have 3 big points in what we can do to teach our kids and help ourselves. Keep a clear head. That again is drowning out that craziness, hatred, and hype. You're taking care of yourself, taking care of your family. The things that I would say don't do, 2 of them. This is not a time for play dates and going to all your friends and family's homes. Again, we're trying to do social distancing and limit our exposures. The other one, this is not a time to go to McDonald's, Walmart, the mall, the movies, because those are all big, public, high population areas. So what do we do to keep a clear head? Well, get plenty of sleep. For you as an adult, 6 to 8 hours a night. And for your child, it needs to be 9 to 10 hours a night, all the time. But especially now. You need to make sure that you're getting hydrated, getting enough water. And the numbers that we're getting are, it needs to be about half of your weight in ounces. So if you're 150 pounds, you're drinking 75 ounces of water per day. Same for your kids. And we're not talking Coke, and we're not talking apple juice, we're talking water. Another thing to do, you need to get exercise in this time. Big open spaces would be good, not where you're in the middle of a crowd, or in your home. One thing as a teacher I would recommend, if you're staying in the home, look up the Go Noodle app. There's plenty of exercises to do. And you could do it with your kids. It's very fun. I do it sometimes by myself in my home. Something else to do, make sure you're getting 20 minutes of sun a day. That helps your emotions. It helps your body also produce vitamin D and many other things. So it is a positive all the way around. But again, not in a big crowd. You're doing it backyard, balcony, just that kind of exposure. Another tip of how to keep a clear head, reduce your trips to stores, restaurants, those large public gathering places. And then, of course, if you're sick, seek professional help. Don't wait too long. Get the help and not just look up a remedy that you see online. So, keep a clear head. Point 2, get grounded. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you're getting away from fear when you get grounded, because fear will lessen your resistance, your body resistance. That could happen through social media. It could happen through running the news all day long. It just doesn't help. So you're trying to drown out the craziness, the hatred, and the hype. We're going to work on gratitude practices. And this is, again, something you can do, but you can also teach your child. The gratitude practices are shown to improve your psychological and immune health. When you're doing this, you could work with your child. You could do it yourself. You could journal things you're grateful for. You could list it. You could make a video. Your child could make a video. You could make a collage on a poster or on some kind of social app. And those kinds of things are going to build that appreciation. Another way to get grounded is work on meditation practices. And this doesn't have to be, ooh, it can be something very realistic. You're slowing your mind. You're slowing the body responses when you work on meditation. Mentally thinking through the things you're grateful for. You can work on the flex and the tensing and the relaxing of muscles. You could talk your kid through it. Now tense your feet. Make them tight, tight, tight. Let them go. And work all the way up through the body. Tai Chi is another way to work on meditation practices. And you and your child could do this together and just have fun working on it. Or you could just work on slow breathing practices. 10 deep breaths, hold it for a second, let it out. And that, again, will work on that meditation, that slowing of the body. Another way to get grounded is to work on mindfulness, which means being aware of this moment. How are you feeling right now? No judgment, just being aware. And one way with kids to do this is, again, use the Go Noodle app. And there's channels there. Some are, activities, but there's also a channel called Flow. And it does work on that breathing. It works on emotions. There's another channel called Empower. And I encourage you to look at that with your child and work on it. It'll help you, it'll help the child. So 3 points: keep a clear head, get grounded. My third point is find opportunities in the obstacles. We'll never get this opportunity again. This is history, guys. And so use this obstacle, this hassle of finding, what do I do with my kids? What do I do? And make it an opportunity to draw your loved ones near. To draw your loved ones near. Play games together, talk together, look at photos together, read together. Do those kinds of things so that you are making the best of this time. Your children will learn from you, and it will be a lifetime lesson. I'd love to hear from you. Leave some comments below or respond on this social platform. Have a great day.